For thousands of years, stone shaped the human world. From axes to knives, every tool began as a rock chipped by hand. But around 7,000 years ago, a discovery emerged that shattered those limits. Humans learned to pull glowing metal from stone. The Stone Age was not primitive. These were skilled farmers and builders. But stone had limits. It shattered, could not be reshaped. Progress stalled under the weight of material constraints. Humanity needed more than better tools. We needed a new idea. Then people noticed unusual greenish stones. Malachite, azurite. Beautiful, heavy, different. At first they became ornaments. But ornaments sparked curiosity, and curiosity opened the door to the first great material revolution. Some of the earliest signs of smelting appear in the Balkans, but the idea likely emerged in several regions at once. Humans experimented, observed, and finally mastered heat in a way no creature ever had, turning stone into liquid metal. At over 1,000 degrees or transforms, the rock softens, darkens, and finally releases a molten bead of copper. To Neolithic eyes, it must have seemed like the earth bleeding fire. Metal was no longer found, it was created. With smelting came casting. Liquid copper could be poured into stone or ceramic molds, producing shapes impossible with flint. For the first time, tools could be standardized, nearly identical, made in series, predictable. Copper tools changed everything. They could be sharpened again and again. And when broken, they weren't lost, they were melted and reborn. This shift from disposable to recyclable transformed how people valued objects and labor. Metallurgy demanded rare knowledge. Smelting, airflow, or selection, none were simple. This created a new class of specialists, metallurgists. Their skills elevated them above ordinary craftspeople, shaping early hierarchies. Societies responded quickly. Chiefs could now equip warriors with identical weapons. Communities could build faster, farm harder, defend farther. Copper wasn't just a material, it was leverage, expanding human ambition. But copper also carried symbolism. Many early objects were ritual. Votive blades, sacred figurines, ornaments for ceremonies. Metalworkers became part engineer, part priest, transformers of matter through fire. The hunger for copper drove people underground. Early mines appeared across mountains and valleys. Miners followed veins deep into the earth, carving tunnels with stone hammers by the glow of fat-burning lamps. These mines fed vast trade routes. Raw or unfinished tools traveled hundreds of miles. Exchange linked regions that had never met before: Balkans, Anatolia, Mesopotamia, Egypt, forming the first long-distance economies. Where trade expanded, wealth followed. The Varna necropolis reveals individuals buried with extraordinary copper and gold objects. Inequality sharpened. Power was no longer tied only to land, but to control over metal. As copper spread, conflict intensified. New weapons, new defenses, new ambitions. Communities fortified their borders, guarded mines, and contested trade routes. The Copper Age was progress, but also pressure. The Neolithic ideal of cooperative farming communities began to erode. Specialization replaced equality. Trade replaced self-sufficiency. The world was shifting from shared survival to managed resources and competitive wealth. Copper also reshaped architecture. Larger houses, communal workshops, and temple platforms arose in early cities like Uruk, Susa, and Tel Brak. Their mud brick walls symbolized the rise of organized labor and emerging authority. In these cities, metalworkers became essential. Their furnaces glowed day and night. Their products armed guards, equipped farmers, and decorated elites. Metallurgy was no longer a discovery, it was an institution. Copper tools expanded agriculture. Fields could be cleared faster, would cut more efficiently, structures built sturdier. The Copper Age wasn't just a technological shift, it was a productivity revolution. But progress carries costs. Demand for or stripped landscapes, exhausted deposits, and pushed miners deeper underground. For the first time, environmental pressure became a meaningful part of human expansion. Copper reshaped identity. Objects became symbols of rank, role, and belonging. A dagger meant authority. A spiral ornament meant prestige. Material culture grew richer and more unequal than ever before. The old Neolithic world, equal, local, cooperative, faded. In its place rose networks, hierarchies, and cities driven by rare materials. Copper connected, enriched, divided, and redefined what it meant to be powerful. Yet copper was only the beginning. Experimentation led to mixing metals like arsenic to create harder alloys. This laid the groundwork for the next major leap: bronze, the metal that would fuel armies, kingdoms, and vast empires. The Copper Age was a threshold. It bridged the world of stone and the world of metal, showing humanity how to manipulate matter on a grand scale. Once we learned that secret, there was no going back. Copper let us break free from the limits of stone. It sparked specialization, long-distance trade, and complex economies, patterns that still shape our world. What started as a glowing drop of metal became the first engine of civilization. What discovery should we explore next?